Curious about the true destructive power in the ring? Take a look at James "Bonecrusher" Smith. This legendary boxer earned his nickname for a reason. His devastating punches, reminiscent of the sound of chopping wood, made his opponents tremble at the mere mention of his name. Born in a small town, Smith rose from an ordinary guy to one of the most respected boxers of his time. Bonecrusher quickly earned respect for his power and resilience, facing legends like Mike Tyson and Larry Holmes. But James Smith is not just a ring legend. His story is one of overcoming adversity, demonstrating the strength of spirit and an unyielding will to win. James Smith was born on April 4, 1953, in Magnolia, North Carolina. He grew up as a model and tomboy who soaked up knowledge like a sponge. After graduating from high school in Warsaw, North Carolina, he enrolled in Kenansville Community College, obtaining an associate degree in business administration in 1973. 2 years later, he earned a degree in business administration. He earned the nickname Bonecrusher during his service in the U.S. Army, where he first took up boxing. While stationed in Germany with the 3rd Division, he participated in boxing exhibition matches. His powerful right-hand punches sounded like someone chopping wood, and the Germans called him Bonecrusher, a name that stuck with him forever. After serving in the U.S. Army, James worked as a prison guard and later became an amateur boxer. However, he didn't stay an amateur for long and turned professional in November 1981 at the age of 28. He debuted against the very experienced and talented amateur James Broad, who had already won 2 fights as a professional. The fight was broadcast on ESPN, but Smith was not in the best shape due to the network setting the date. As a result, Smith was stopped in the 4th round after taking numerous powerful punches. Despite the unsuccessful debut, Smith didn't give up and decided to continue. It paid off as he won his next 13 fights, 10 of them by knockout. Smith, with his colossal physical attributes, had tremendous boxing potential, which was somewhat hampered by his physical defect, strabismus. On May 13, 1984, at Wembley Arena in London, a fight between Frank Bruno and James Smith took place.
His first pro fight. Back on his feet.
Over the first 8 rounds, Bruno's advantage was undeniable.
Quite a slippery customer.
However, Frank's attempts to knock out Smith were in vain, as Bonecrusher, known for his strong chin, withstood the punches. By the end of the 9th round, Bruno began to tire, which Smith capitalized on, aggressively attacking him. The bell saved Bruno.
So he can't get any life in it. Well, he must be a mile in front.
But in the 10th and final round, Smith continued his relentless assault, finally knocking Bruno down. The fight was named Upset of the Year by Ring Magazine. In November 1984, Smith faced the then IBF heavyweight champion, the undefeated Larry Holmes. Despite the significant class difference, Smith offered respectable resistance to the champion.
There's not any blood getting into the eye right now, Smith. There's a right hand.
However, Holmes managed to cut Smith's left eye early on and later developed a minor cut himself.
Because what happens, Smith is throwing right hand too. It scares him. He's really basically trying to pick his shots. Nails right hand. And Holmes is cut over the eye. Blood does not appear to be flowing in. There was a good right hand.
In the 12th round, the referee called for a doctor's inspection, but Smith resisted, knowing the fight would likely be stopped. The fight was halted due to the cut. In March 1985, Smith fought future world champion Tony Tubbs, losing by unanimous decision.
On Wembley and then giving absolutely agile for his weight. And his runs are teach. They almost open. Defense by Page. He's here. Oh, look at his strength now from Bonecrusher. It's good to see it. It's just the sheer size. For a knockout, if the bell would interrupt. Not spectacular, but old-fashioned, good-looking fighter, that fellow.
In April 1985, Smith faced Jose Ribalta. In the first round, Smith knocked Ribalta down. Eventually winning a tough fight by majority decision. In June 1985, Smith fought former world champion Tim Witherspoon for the NAF title.
Can hit and can hurt. In his way. He's not put his foot, just looks a little bit befuddled by Tim Witherspoon. That looping right hand again.
Throughout the fight, Tim dominated, easily outboxing Smith and neutralizing his attacks.
Another good left hand by Witherspoon and a body shot. Smith just seems to have lost a lot of the starch. Hasn't got any steam left. Well, that's true, especially when you... He's hurt. There's a big right hand. He's in serious trouble again. Remember, the bell can't stay. The spoon chases him down. At the bell, it's over. The round's over. Sends him into his own corner. And another right hand.
Witherspoon won by unanimous decision.
There was a right hand by Bonecrusher. And left by Witherspoon at the bell.
1986 to 1988 marked the peak of James Smith's career, where he achieved several significant victories and won a championship title.
That could be the key to the fight.
In February 1986, Smith fought former title challenger Marvis Frazier.
Underway with round one. The judges are whether or not much anticipated idea. There's a right to the head of Frazier, but a little man won't back out.
In the fifth round, Smith knocked Frazier down.
The gloves of Bonecrusher Trenton scoring in there. Broad punches, quick punches, ponderous. What a combination. He got how he goes. It doesn't get land on the point of his chin and set him down.
Frazier won by a close majority decision in a controversial outcome.
Frazier lands a left in the fight, and Smith with an uppercut at the
In April 1986, Smith defeated former world champion Mike Weaver in the first round.
Won in the final round of that 10-rounder in Richmond, California.
Against Marvis Frazier, he jumped right on Marvis.
Whoa, he just hurt Weaver. A left and a right hurt Weaver. He's got him in trouble. He's a little level-legged. They're looking a little more clear-eyed, but not throwing punches. Now he goes down. Round knockout for James.
In July 1986, Smith won a majority decision over Jesse Ferguson. In August 1986, Smith faced former title challenger David Bay, winning by unanimous decision. In December 1986, a championship fight for the WBA world title between champion Tim Witherspoon and challenger Tony Tubbs was scheduled. Smith was set to fight Mitch Green in the undercard, but Tubbs was injured during training, and Smith replaced him, having previously lost to Witherspoon a year earlier. Green was left without a fight and a purse. In December 1986, Smith and Witherspoon met for their second fight.
As we come out, fight, Witherspoon had to go.
The champion was knocked down 3 times in the first round.
Oh, and he caught Bonecrusher coming in there. Well, for a fight, first few seconds, we've seen enough, Jim.
He's hoping for a quick knockout. Oh, yeah. Witherspoon's legs have gone there. That was a good shot. He's in a bit of trouble here.
One of the $1 billion coming his way, and not afraid of fighting Mike Tyson. And I tell you, can Witherspoon survive the round, let alone the fight?
And Smith won by technical knockout in the first round.
If not, one of the most skilled, and he's still got time, over a minute to go in the round. Been on the floor before this, and now it's all over.
Mike Tyson has never faced a guy, an opponent, that can take him out with one punch, right? If I hit Mike Tyson with our best punch, he will go out. There's no doubt about it.
In March 1987, Smith faced WBC world champion Mike Tyson in a unification bout.
First right hand by Smith.
Tyson unloaded.
He comes straight up the middle with an uppercut.
And a cut over to Smith for holding Mike Tyson.
It may be that Tyson is frustrated.
To avoid Tyson's attacks, Smith frequently clinched, resulting in 2-point deductions for excessive holding.
There's the one fighter I did not think would fight that way.
The apparent exception of Michael Spinks, who's given up his title, so he doesn't have to fight him.
Tyson dominated the fight, although he slipped in the 7th round and won by a landslide on points.
There was a body shot. That was not a punch. That was not a punch.
Tyson got off the floor and he looked at Smith.
There was a
Takes 2 to fight.
box.
There's Lewis. The best punch of the fight. We thought we would see that in the first 10 seconds, not in the last 10 seconds.
And it is over. And I'm sure that's exactly what Bonecrusher Smith is going to be asking. A popular verdict.
In August 1987, Smith lost a split decision to Adilson Rodriguez. Between 1989 and 1991, Smith mostly won his fights, although his opponents were less formidable, with some notable names. In 1989, Smith fought Donovan Ruddock.
Bonecrusher is no good with the great fighters. Notice how calm it is. Razor Ruddock staying at
In the second round, Smith knocked Ruddock down, but Ruddock continued.
chase him down. Reddick moving and Reddick
doesn't plant his feet, he can take away that power. Reddick tried to exchange with him. Boom! Right hand came over the top.
Oh my, he's down like a sack of potatoes.
In the 6th round, Ruddock staggered Smith, who began clinching at every opportunity to survive the round.
Fighting when he wants to fight, and he's resting when he wants to rest. Bonecrusher can't let him rest. That was a slip.
Tony Perez in quickly, and now Ruddock wading right in, showing very little respect for Bonecrusher. I think the gas tank is on empty. Ruddock chasing his man against the ropes. There's the bell. Round 6 comes to a close.
In the 7th round, Ruddock knocked Smith out.
Career was over, but fortunately, caught him with a right hand.
Sure did. Oh, good body shot.
There it is again, below the belt. Oh, Razor Ruddock looking fresh as a daisy. Right front, looking to tie up. Ruddock left hand. He's down. He's down. Holy cow, count him out. You got that right, but not for the reason that Evander Holyfield.
In December 1989, Smith fought Mike Rouse for the 2nd time, winning by a 7th round knockout.
Bonecrusher leading with that right hand.
Well, his corner helped him out a great deal that time. They said straight right hand to the body, and he threw it beautifully. And moved out. Big right hand.
Body by Bonecrusher. Smith, there's that straight right hand landing flush on the chin, and down goes Mike Rouse for the count.
In April 1990, Smith faced Mike Weaver again, winning by unanimous decision.
Mike Weaver through. Looks like Bonecrusher has a pretty good game plan match. It's like that. Now he wades in and works on combinations.
Walk the guy around. Don't use yourself up. He's loading his punches, so he's not getting any leverage.
Smith then secured 3 knockout victories over Lawrence Carter, Clement Odom, and Everett Martin. In September 1991, Smith surprised everyone by knocking out 2 opponents, Jeff Sims and Marshall Tillman, in the 1st round within a span of 7 days.
Surprised by the force somewhere. Bonecrusher 28, 8-1 with 22 knockouts since the get-go. There's a body shot. He's about down. He got him with a low.
However, in his next fight, he faced disappointment, losing by unanimous decision. Smith didn't give up, returning to the ring and winning 4 consecutive fights, proving his determination and indomitable spirit. From 1992 to 1999, Smith stepped into the ring not in his best shape, more focused on earning money than gaining fame or winning titles.
I did. There were an awful lot.
Best southpaw heavyweight of all time. There's never been one
stepping on one another.
In 1993, Smith fought Michael Moorer, losing by unanimous decision. He then won 6 more fights.
And he knows it. There's going to be a standing 8 count, and this one's over.
I got Bonecrusher Smith here with me. How do you feel after that, Crusher? A lot of hard work? Man, I tell you, I used to be young too, damn.
In December 1993, Smith participated in a people's tournament in the heavyweight division in St. Louis Bay, Mississippi, winning 3-round bouts against Marshall Tillman and Lester Jackson, but losing to Daniel Dancuta.
Bonecrusher with some bloody read has really helped, and the sparring was streaming down the face of Bonecrusher Smith, who landed a left-right combination, took the left hand at the bell.
In September 1994, Smith fought Axel Schultz, who won by unanimous decision.
Bestätigen die letzte Sekunde der Gong, der Kampf ist aus, der Amerikaner hebt die Hände.
In October 1995, Smith faced Brian Nielsen. The fight was stopped in the 5th round due to a cut caused by a clash of heads. Nielsen won by technical knockout in the 5th round. Smith then won 4 more fights. In July 1998, Smith fought Joe Bugner for the WBF title.
Go for the knockout early. There it is.
There's that big right hand from James Bonecrusher Smith.
No bones about it. It's going to be a knockout. I think it's going to be the Joe Bugman very, very shortly. Both what a disappointing end this would be.
In the first round, Smith injured his shoulder and refused to continue in the next round.
It's the new WBF heavyweight champion.
In June 1999, Smith faced Larry Holmes for the second time. Holmes knocked Smith out in the 8th round, sending James into retirement with a record of 44, 17, 1, 32 knockouts. In 1995, Smith helped establish the North Carolina Boxing Commission and became its first chairman. Today, at 71 years old, he is working with organizers to create the Boxing Legends Hall of Fame in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.